What is up, everybody? Hello. We are on for a second live stream for today. It is big news today. There has been an announcement from Geocaching headquarters. And if you are in chat, say hi. Let's see who's all here. And let's first cover what this news is all about. I am on location, which is totally relevant to locationless geocaches. If you are relatively new to geocaching, then it's going to be something that hopefully will be informative and let you know exactly what we're all about. Today's announcement was a neat opportunity on how to earn this locationless icon. So first of all, what is a locationless geocache? It may seem backwards if you don't already know, and it kind of is. It's, in a way, it's a reverse geocache. So way back in 2001, there was a trend for a new type of cache called a locationless, where September was actually the first published, where the intent was to, instead of going somewhere, going to GPS locations and finding a geocache or doing something at that waypoint, you could technically do it from anywhere in the world and log your find on it if you completed the requirement at that location. So kind of in a way what it's doing is bringing in a whole bunch of waypoints. It's how to describe it. It is locationless in the sense you can be anywhere and you can log it as found as long as you provide the location that you logged it, and then you can log it as found and complete the required task. So there is a list of all of these locationless caches. There are a few lists, but the first one, the oldest location, was placed in 2001, September 12th, and since then there have been about 400 locationless caches, all archived over the course of they were published over the course of 3 years. The last one being September of 2003. So 400 caches locationless over about two years. And these things were pretty popular. And arguably they were kind of controversial, contentious as well, because you're not technically going to find a geocache. And nowadays we've also got a separate website called waymarking.com, and that one has kind of become where you would go to create these waypoints that are interesting to a certain topic. So if we were to take a look at one of these old geocaches, we've got the very first one, Please Donate Blood Cache. This locationless basically was asking you to record a location of where you would give blood. Fairly simple. So the task, so it was actually located in Jersey City, but the posted coordinates for the locationless really aren't all that relevant, because you would go and give blood and then post your found it log with the GPS location of where you gave blood and stating that that's where you gave blood. And that was the intent of that locationless. So you can kind of sense how it's a reverse geocache. Another one was called the International Space Station, and I kind of like this locationless cache. To a degree, I wish you could still log it. The intent for this one was to, wherever you're at, take a picture of or spot the ISS, the International Space Station, in the sky, and again record the GPS location of where you found it and provide a photo of what you saw. And you can see some people's photos aren't necessarily all that good, but a lot of people gave a lot of additional information about how they spotted the ISS. It was kind of a fun way to perform a task and claim that challenge, in a sense, as complete. So these existed for about 2 years, way back near the beginning of geocaching. And today, if you were watching your email, the logbook announcement came in from geocaching headquarters that they were launching a brand new locationless cache. Now, last year they also created, they also announced another locationless cache, and unfortunately, the pandemic hit, and we were left pretty much unable to do it. And that was the Find Signal the Frog locationless in 2020. The intent for this locationless cache by Geocaching HQ was to be able to log this locationless by going to any event where Signal the Frog was also in attendance. Take your picture with Signal, and you would be able to log that locationless cache as found at that event. Sadly, all of the events where Signal, well, most of the events, he has shown up apparently to a number of mega events and whatnot hosted by whoever's running them, obviously. And so some people have been able to log it as found, but that kind of came to an end when everything went into lockdown. Yeah, so just finding our way, he says that he was able to, got a chance to log Signal the Frog and led him around the Yuma event. I didn't manage to get to the Yuma. One of these days, we'll get to the Yuma. And so, yeah, if you have found this locationless, Signal the Frog, then post a comment, say something, and yeah, we'd love to hear what your experience was and where you found him. Because right now it seems that there are almost 7,000 visits logs on this locationless cache. So that one was from last year. And I guess HQ felt that with the pandemic and with all the lockdowns currently in place, they would provide another opportunity to log a locationless cache. This is obviously an extremely rare icon. Not a lot of people have them, excluding this, the GC8FR0G, the Signal the Frog locationless. So they are providing another opportunity to log a locationless cache by announcing the Let's Improve the Outdoors GC8NEAT locationless cache. And my browser is locking up right now. So this is GC8NEAT. It is basically, it's being billed as a solo cash in, trash out event where you have the ability to log this locationless cache if you share. So the logging task here is if you share one photo of yourself or a personal item, as usual, with your effort to improve the outdoors, picking up trash, maybe planting trees, something that would otherwise be a cash in, trash out. If we see their blog post, it is a neat initiative for the environment. So around the globe, starting on February 6th through to the end of the year, you will be able to log this as found. So what they say here is, we all know the pandemic has canceled or postponed some fun stuff. Many of us are missing CETO events, as well as mega events where we looked forward to logging Find Signal the Frog locationless. While we hope to enjoy each of these cache types later in the year, GC8NEAT offers some of what you're missing without the wait. It is available to log from February 6th to December 31st. And again, all you've got to do is post your find log with a photo of yourself doing something CETO-y. and all, as usual with the locationless, include your location. Ideally GPS coordinates, but your location. And yeah, share more photos along with your log. And it will be locked, so you can already see on GCNEAT how many people are watching. There's already almost 2,000 people watching this listing. But it is locked, so it won't be open for posting until February 6th. And obviously, along with this, it's an event-based thing. So if you are doing this, then follow your local health regulations, your guidelines for gathering in groups. But just get out there and help clean and do some nice stuff for the environment. I like the idea of it being a solo CETO. it is something that should be accessible to everybody, everywhere, regardless of what your lockdown situation is. So, I wonder if any landscaping the backyard would count. Can you CETO your own property? I don't know if that would count. You could try it. So, that's essentially what this breaking news is all about. I haven't myself got a locationless cache yet. I was definitely hoping to, but that Find Signal event didn't quite work out. So, on that note, we remember to come and tune in January 30th for the Worldwide Cache Con, and we are hosting this. Geocache Talk is hosting this, the network, and we've got loads of stuff coming up. We've got a full schedule of events, basically a virtual mega only without the icon and without the event. So lots of great geocaching topics, videos and interviews and discussions and tutorials. So make sure you tune in. That is in 2 weeks on Saturday, and it's going to be awesome. So that is about it. Cody Cash says GC8NEAT sounds like a pretty neat idea. I mean, how many people are going to be punning that name? The HQ, if you didn't already also know, they have the ability to reserve GC codes, which is why the Signal the Frog locationless is GC8FR0G, so it looks like frog, FR0G, and GCNEAT. So they specifically reserved those GC codes for these special listings. So if you do have any other questions that I haven't covered yet, then by all means add them in a comment below, and we'll do some chat and do some answering. And watch for this one because it's in 3 weeks. 3 weeks? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It'll start. So again, all year long, lots of opportunity to earn this locationless cache. Pizza Ninja says this is sweet. It's sweet and neat. Oh, gotta stop with these puns. And one other thing, we've got 15 minutes until Puzzle Talk starts up. So if you're still around, it's evening or morning wherever you are, then make sure you tune in to Geocache Talk, the channel, and watch for the Puzzle Talk weekly podcast show. Join the chat and have some fun. And I think that is about it. So thank you everybody for tuning in and watching and listening, and give it a thumbs up if this is informational. Share it around, and hopefully let's see a whole lot of people get these locationless icons. Nobody has been able to get them for so long, and now we've got 2 opportunities to get them. The link to Geocache Talk or the Puzzle Talk is, just look for the Geocache Talk channel, and then it'll be on there. And oh yes, the Worldwide Cache Con is, the website for that is geocachetalk.com/WWCC21. And let me get that up here. Boom. That's where you'll find all the information and all the videos and the schedule. So, on that note, this was just a quickie breaking news coverage. I will see you in the next video. Keep watching videos and have some happy caching, just happy caching and excellent adventuring. And see you around.